A fight, a fight. Ooh, let me look again. Oh, that's not right. We have had a lot of conversations about sports, the gender roles, and how they're being blurred of late. We all know that we have seen transgender boxing matches. We have seen transgender UFC matches, mixed martial arts. We've seen it in basketball, seen it in track and field. And the times we see it, it's always the same narrative. Oh man, someone transgendered and now a man became a female and is dominating the females. Now, I just want to push back on that, even though I understand how that narrative emotionally charges us, because that's not the only instances of what's going on in blurring the gender lines in sports. But those are the ones that we always catch. We don't catch when the woman transgenders to being a man and participates and probably gets slaughtered, dominated, destroyed. Maybe it doesn't happen that often. True. But even when it does happen, we don't get to see it. So let's all just raise our hand to realize we're all being programmed in some form or fashion. Well, here's a new version of the program, okay? We're watching the Olympics. And in the Olympics, two countries, Algeria and Taiwan, have two representatives in the women's boxing. And when you're looking, you're like, wait a minute. I can't understand what they're saying, because that ain't USA. It ain't on NBC. And then you hear, and then you read. And what you have read is telling you that those are not two women fighting. That's not even one woman fighting. Those are two men fighting. So first, let's take a look at what I'm talking about, and then let me break it down for you. Woo, this is wild.
A la mexicana, Anne Kelly, que se está llevando la contienda ahora en las repeticiones, el golpe de impacto. Sí. Okay. Se vio claramente de nueva cuenta el recto en combinación. Hasta 5 golpes alcanzó a conectar. Manejándose con el jab y otra vez en la combinación. En el upper, otro golpe de impacto. Le van a aplicar otra cuenta de protección. Cuidado, porque si llega a una tercera ocasión es susceptible de que le detengan el pleito.
La velocidad de puños de Kelly no pudo contrarrestar lo rápido que desenfundaba tanto la izquierda como la derecha, y en la parte de este tercer episodio se estuvo comiendo en reiteradas ocasiones el jab y el recto.
Okay, y'all get it.
Y
y'all
bueno,
get it,
pues
right?
aquí
okay, so
esto.
I can't understand them, but in blue, that is a man. And in red, y'all thought that was a woman too, huh? That was a man. All right, let me give it to you like I read it. Amin Khalef and Lin Yu Ting, sorry if I messed up your name, I ain't named you, that's your mama, representing Algeria and Taiwan, respectively, have been cleared to participate in women's boxing events at the 2024 Paris Olympic Games, despite failing the gender eligibility test. How you fail that? Damn, if all the tests have failed, you a boy or a girl. You failed that. That caused their disqualification from the IBA Women's World Boxing Championships in New Delhi last year. Okay. Y'all get what I just said? On that occasion, the International Boxing Association, IBA, claimed that it found XY chromosomes, how dare you, during tests conducted on both athletes and determined that they failed to meet the eligibility criteria. That's one test I don't know how you study for and get better. The World Women's Boxing Championships to be held in March in Delhi. They talking about the old stuff. But here's what they said about it. They say they discovered athletes who were trying to deceive their colleagues and pass themselves off as women. So before, they've already been caught. And they said they were trying to deceive. And the Olympics is saying, oh, man, let them fight. Why am I bringing this topic up? Other than my same old tired reasons, I got 3 daughters. It's because, in this case, the next fight won't be two deceiving, deceptional Decepticons, men fighting each other. The next one's going to be one of them fighting a woman and the other one fighting a woman. That's why I'm bringing it up. There are 2 crazy things happening right now. One, we're not on the right course in terms of protecting sports, men, women, protecting that bold line, not blurred line. We're not doing a good job of that right now. And the second thing is how far, since we're off course, how far and how fast are we going to go off course? Because y'all know, anybody who's ever been lost, they always say if you're lost, stay still. Please don't go looking for other people and where to be found and where you think they're going to look or where you were. They say stay still. If you're lost, stay still. Why? Because all you're going to do is get more lost faster. That's what happens. We are getting more lost faster. I know we were talking about the Olympic opening ceremony, and I told you it doesn't bother me. Greek mythology and trying to show some of the French debauchery and, it's the Last Supper-ish. But even though it didn't have the same amount of people, but you get it. The colors, the tables, come on. Whatever. I don't find reasons to get offended. I don't look for them, so therefore they're hard to find for me. That's me. And you may be different, and I know that. But let's stop the whole I'm better than you. I'm not. I'm more right than you. No, I'm not. This just works for me, and it ain't wrong. Just like your vantage point. It works for you, and it ain't wrong, right? I get it. But it is wrong when it becomes bigotry. It is wrong when it becomes hatred. It is wrong when you stop someone else's opportunities. Reason why I feel so comfortable talking about this topic is simple. I ain't stopping their opportunities. I'm just saying, can you switch over to that lane and take some of this hell that comes from these punches, right? I know the power I possess. I know the power I have. I know what testosterone feels like. Let me just tell you, I got a lot of it. And these highly skilled, trained boxers have a lot of it. And if you are going to release that on someone who is estrogen-based, let's just say that's not a fair fight, pun intended. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know how this happens. I think in part is because there can't be enough outrage because too many decent people are not going to disturb their energy to deal with this. You ever catch that? Too many good people don't want to do the bad thing as it's perceived. Protesting, riling up, going against others can be perceived as a bad thing. And if you're a good person, I've heard this too often and I've felt this too many times and I had to fight it. Man, I ain't with the bull. Man, I'm good. You ever hear that? I'm good. Some people don't even want to discuss, let alone argue with people because they don't want to mess up their energy. As they say, don't disturb this groove. Or as they say, don't kill my vibe. People get to a place where they have peace and harmony in their life, in their existence, within their borders, and say, I see that, that's wrong. However, I'm good. And I think that's what's wrong with this issue right here. It's too many good people just saying I'm good. I am not about to stick my head out there, get all this dirt thrown at it, people kicking up dust, mad at me, fighting me, when it ain't really affecting me. Like I said in the beginning, we're getting programmed. This is not happening that frequently, but when it does, it still reminds you of how crazy we are off course. And more importantly, how fast and how far we've gone. Well, beat it up in the comments. Tell me your thoughts. It's okay to comment on it, I guess. Because when you're in the comments, let me dap off. Let me do my boxing. Round one. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, let me beat this girl up. Yo, man, I can't lie. I wonder if I could beat a woman boxer. Not my weight class. Hell no. If she in my weight class and she trained, she going to whoop me. But I guess that's the only way I could box, huh? This doesn't make no sense. Beat up in the comments. Tell me what you think. If you're a good person, just comment. If you're a great person, comment and do something.